The R's are still on the hunt for undesirable.
Started it.
Apparently not. Let's try this again.
Yes, that's okay.
Yes, editing.
Soulja Boy.
Alright,
I think I did the wrong thing anyway.
You're so white! Oh my god, you like doggy paddled that hoe!
that was Frank and his friend Aaron. The one guy I told you about who I got really freaking mad at the other morning. Yeah, that was him. That was him. You haven't seen Cedric yet. You would know if you've seen him. He's one of like the 25 black guys here. It's kind of like White Hills all over again, pretty much. Sorry about last video. It was really bad. I took all the video with my little tiny digital camera. Where is it? Here it is. I took it all with this. And then I had to, because it came out in like AVI form, and then it wouldn't, like, Windows Movie Maker wouldn't read it. It wouldn't read the video. It would only read the audio. So I had to send it to, I had to convert it through a website, convertit.com, and it converted it all to MPEG or whatever it was that I changed it to, or WMA. And then I put it up, and I used her computer, and for some reason, like, her Windows Movie Maker had never been used before, so it wasn't used to, like, everything, I guess. Like, my computer wasn't used to it either, but when I started going with it, it was fine. I made a few tester videos before I even started posting on here, and after a while it got used to everything, and it worked. I mean, my Windows Movie Maker is awesome now. College has been pretty crazy. I mean, our floor especially, we have Nerf gun wars. No joke, like, full-on Nerf gun wars. Like, Arslan was dared $5, or not dared, but bet like $5 that he could be nice for 24 hours. He couldn't be mean to anyone, anything, or himself. I mean, if he said one mean thing, he had to turn his hair pink, right? And if he was nice for 24 hours, he had to, Joe had to pay him $5. So he was nice for 24 hours, but and it started at 5:20 one night and ended at 5:20 the next day. And at around 4-ish, right before dinner, no, right after dinner, because we had early dinner that day, he and Tim and Brandon, I think, went up to Kmart, and he picked up a Nerf gun. He was like, I'm gonna have so much fun with this. And he comes back, and exactly at 5:20, he runs into the lounge, and we're all sitting there, and Joe's sitting there with me, and a couple other people, and Arslan comes into the lounge, and he's like, bam! Right in the face, like, hit him right here. I have a picture of, like, how red his jaw was, and, the only two words he said were F you, and it was funny. I mean, he just went off, and then he spent the rest of the time, like, shooting everybody who had, like, made fun of him for being nice and everything, but I had bet $5 that he would win, so he never shot me, which is good. I haven't been shot at much lately, so, because Arslan's on my side. And then from there, it went to Joe getting a gun so he could protect himself, which was bigger. It shot like 10, you didn't have to, like, reload it as often. And those two got into it, and then who got one next? It was either Brandon or Dylan who got one next. And Dylan's was, like, huge. It, like, split into 4 different parts. And then Joe, no, not Joe. Tim and somebody else got one. But I ended up, like, we went to Kids R Us, Toys R Us, whatever, after the mall last week. And our son got a machine gun, Nerf gun. So, Nerf gun wars, those go on pretty much every day. There hasn't actually been one today because, like, nobody's doing anything today. I think that's it. Everything else I put in my notes, which is really depressing, by the way. But, for Teresa and Janelle, or anybody else who doesn't want to, who can't make videos yet, use the notes on Facebook, because that is surefire. You know, like, if you can't make a video one week, write a note about what you were going to say or whatever, just because the whole point of this thing is to keep in touch. And if we can't keep in touch, you know, if like somebody misses 1 week or whatever, it's gonna screw everything up. So, and I miss you guys. So, yeah, write notes. Make me feel loved. Send me care packages. Like, the only people who have sent me stuff is my insurance company and my parents. Come on, guys. I mean, you probably don't have my address. That might be why. Give me a second, I'll find it. I think, no, it's not over there. Where did I put it? Oh, okay. I'm putting this on the internet. Please don't send me bombs or anything. Or anything else gross. 1608 Bauer Avenue. Bauer is B-A-U-G-H-E-R. Then Ave or whatever. And Elizabethtown, PA. 17022. Again, that is. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's my address. Send me stuff. Like food. Like, seriously. Especially on, like, the rainy days when I don't feel like walking all the way down the hill to the calf. Even though, okay, today, oh my god, we walked out, because yesterday was a rainy day, and it was really, really pretty. I took pictures, and I'll put them up somehow, eventually. It was really pretty. And, we got back from dinner, and we left later on because Jackie or somebody, yeah, Jackie came into our room with like this half-eaten thing of ice cream from the Jays, and Elizabeth and I were like, oh, fatty time, let's go. So we went outside, and like, we took a couple steps, and she was on the phone with her mom, and I was like, oh my god. And it smelled like chocolate so much, because every time it rains, it brings up the chocolate smell like no other. And then today we went out to run, and I took one step outside of the dorm, and it was like this tidal wave of chocolate hitting me. It was so good. Like, I wish I could capture smells on my phone and send them to people, because that would just be amazing. I mean, it's like swimming in chocolate. It smells so good. You have no idea. It's fantastic. This has been going on for 55 minutes. I'm gonna have a crap load of editing to do. I can get out a lot of that crap with Frank and Aaron, so yeah. Alright, I love you guys. I miss you so much. You don't even know. Like, the other day I was just thinking, dang, Teresa would find this really funny, or, oh, Lucy would be, like, cracking up at this, and I wish I could just call them and tell them all this stuff, and I can't because there's this, like, 3-hour difference between us. Well, not between me and Teresa, but, like, me and Lucy. There's a 3-hour difference, and I can't, because when I have 8 a.m. classes, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't, like, text her, and, like, because it's 5, and I know she's not awake, so I miss you. And, like, Matt, oh my gosh, everybody keeps on asking me about you. Some awkward moments today about that, actually. Because I have this, like, giant picture of you and I at prom, and everybody's like, oh, you're on prom court? Who's that guy? He's really hot, and stuff like that. So I'm like, who's Matt? So, yeah. Yeah. I miss you. And if I had a working phone, I'd text you a lot more than I do. I feel really bad about that, because when I was with Teresa, she was like, by the way, Matt wishes you would talk to him more, and I was like, I wish I would talk to him more too, but I'm so friggin' busy. Like, this week was, oh my god, ridiculous. Like I said, mental breakdown, like, crying hysterically, and, like, yelling at people, and, oh, it was, this week was bad. Just bad. So, that's about it. I'm gonna go now. I love you all, and I will hopefully see you next week with a working computer. Yay!